A fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Stay tuned for Padres baseball next on the show. Luis Perdomo starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Here's Javier Baez, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here. Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Myers is under it. 1 out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. Looking at the stats, man, I'm impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the National League coming in. When you're doing that, you're catching just about everyone's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here today.
Here's Jason Hayward now. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. He's 0 for 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. 1 out, nobody on. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Chris Bryant having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First pitch coming. Here it is. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. And the 2-out success will bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate this inning.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Bryant leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a fastball just a bit high.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Erasmo Ramirez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched well in his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
Striding in, Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Padres, center fielder, Manuel Margot.
Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I expect to see a big performance out of Chase Headley. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Brandon Phillips. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Happ. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's Will Myers. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. First offering on its way. Left side. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far.
Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And there's your first out of the inning.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on base. And, guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. So a full count now. Lifted into center field. Phillips onto the grass, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Around first, digging for 2. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Chase Headley, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
Digging in now for San Diego, Austin Hedges is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready. Here's the first offering. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. Bottom of the second here with no score. Galvis behind 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Padres leave 1. Will move to the third with no score. A good look there at the picturesque La Jolla Cove just north of San Diego. Welcome back to Petco Park, home of the Padres. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Erasmo Ramirez.
Erasmo Ramirez.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Addison Russell, and as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nope. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Missed with a slider.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Into the box, Javier Baez, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Luis Perdomo, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Luis Perdomo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider down low for a strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Margot, a native of the Dominican Republic, starts the day as the 3rd leading vote getter among center fielders in all-star balloting, so he's still got a good chance to make the team, but certainly not a sure thing at this point.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Popped him up. Rizzo is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Brandon.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Here comes the first pitch. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The 1-0. This is line to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Myers is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. Here's Chris Bryant now, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Smoke toward the hole. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hats off to that one.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rizzo. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eric Hosmer, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
1 away, and here's the 2013 American League Rookie of the Year, the power-hitting Will Myers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Myers puts a good swing on it. This one's carrying well to left, but just foul. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hunter Renfroe. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Russell has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So a ringing double here to kick off inning number 5. And as we flash up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he currently sits in 4th place on the ball club in that category. Ready for another chance? Ian Happ. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And these 2 guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. And now the Cubs pitcher, Erasmo Ramirez, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Renfroe is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. First time up, he went down looking. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Russell is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. So striding forward now, Chase Headley as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Headley.
First offering on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Chase Headley with a solo shot. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Austin Hedges. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Gone! Austin Hedges with a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis.
Ready.
He sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Luis Perdomo hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to second for Baez. Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Two runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Even 1-1 count to Margot.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Russell's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball from downtown San Diego right after this. Here's Javier Baez. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Popped him up. Hedges waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Baez breaks from first. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Galvis has it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Baez at second with 2 down. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Phillips, as he'll be the first to hit for the Friars in their half of the 6th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 1-0 now to Phillips. Ball 2. Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Up next for the Padres, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Here comes the first pitch. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's Will Myers as he puts it on the ground to third. Scooped up. There's one. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe. He swings and grounds it to short. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. One left for San Diego. They're up 2-0. Back here at Petco Park. Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And there's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He'll try again. 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Myers arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA. And you can see there they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low apparently. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Renfroe racing back. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Man, he threw a 2-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Center fielder number 8, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he puts it on the ground to second. There to play it is Phillips. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Tommy La Stella will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Tommy La Stella.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Hector Neris will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
50, Hector Neris.
In now, Addison Russell. Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded by Galvis. Toss to Phillips for the force out, and that'll end the inning. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs 1. Eddie Butler gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Eddie Butler.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Chase Headley. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Headley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Up next for the Padres, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Austin Hedges will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's Baez, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in once again, Freddie Galvis. Past history with Eddie Butler. He's 0 for 5. First offering on its way. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Padres, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Javier Baez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Trevor Rosenthal has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Hard on the ground towards short, and that'll be another base hit as it's through into left, so it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Now a long throw home. He's safe at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 34, Craig Hammond.
From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hayward over at second. Bryant on at first with nobody out. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and Then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
From the stretch. Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now another 0-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front, 3-2. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Brandon Morrow is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 15.
Victor Caratini is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Number 13. Victor Caratini.
Alex Dickerson will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Misses inside off the plate.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Happ moves over. 1 away.
Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Fouled off. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. Sliced hard on the ground. A dive by Baez. He is out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Brandon Ellis.
Here's Brandon Phillips. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's 1 for 4. Now here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Morrow has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ is calling for it. And that ends the inning. Padres down in order. They're down 3-2. Edelbray Ramos enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2 balls and a strike now. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Hit in the air out to left field. After it is Myers. 1 out.
Now batting, catcher.
Set to get his day started, Victor Caratini, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Missed with a slider. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Oh, and he misses it. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a three-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Myers is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI as it's now a 4-2 game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is in the air out to left field. Myers is under it, and that retires the side. So one run here on no base hits, one error in the inning, and no one left on base. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. Cubs lead it 4-2. Pedro Strop is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Pedro Strop.
Ready once again, Eric Hosmer. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, even at home when you're down by 2, trying to score a couple of runs off of one of the game's top closers.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's 1 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Smoked on the ground left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Striding in once again, Hunter Renfroe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. And a fastball just a bit high. Myers, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. And this one's in the dirt. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Ready for another chance? Chase Headley. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
4-2 the final score today. The Chicago Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Eddie Butler earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Pedro Strop closes the door for the save, his 34th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Padres, 2 runs, 6